Okay, so how MMP works. So we've got two votes. You have the electorate vote and you have the party vote. The party vote is a proportion of the composition of Parliament. So then that vote is for the party that you want to govern, and then your electorate vote is the person you want to represent you in Parliament. So for example, say National gets 50% of the party vote, then 50% of the 121 seats in Parliament will be made up, 50% will be made up of National. That's from the electorate seats that are won, and then the rest are topped up by the list seats, so that's just people who are ranked in order. This year advance voting was really pushed towards the public if they either couldn't get out there on voting day or if they just had time leading up to the election to go and place an advance vote. I personally did an advance vote because it was just so much easier than dealing with all the crowds and things, but yeah, it's really, really easy. I walked in there, I didn't need to show any ID. I sat down next to Mum. They didn't seem to like that. They asked me if I could move over in case Mum had any last words to say, vote for this person. So one lady ushered me over and just took my name, crossed me out, and then I went into the little booth, and I'm not sure if you're allowed to take photos, but I did take a few and put them on Instagram. But you know, it is really, really simple. I thought it was going to be more difficult, like needing ID and things, but no.
Yeah, so leading up to the election, me and my friend kept passing around a couple of links to some YouTube videos that were posted by the New Zealand government about one of the debates that were leading up to the election. I like the fact that the New Zealand government is trying to get these ideas out there and to younger people. When I first voted a couple of years ago, they had a website that they put up called On The Fence. I think it's onthefence.co.nz, I believe they call it. And that really actually helped me decide what I wanted to do. Since then, they've got a new one come up called, I think they call it Vote Compass as well. And I had a look at it. I don't think I actually ended up using it this year, but those two websites have actually helped me a fair bit, I guess, to decide on what I wanted to do.
I personally think that social media is an extremely useful tool for politicians to interact with the younger people, because it is the younger people who need to get out there and vote, and they have a very large presence online. So in order for the politicians to get their message across and for younger people to actually know about what they're doing, they're not going to read it in a newspaper. I mean, people who are university age will read the newspaper more often than people who are just turning 18 kind of thing, but I think targeting posts to people on Facebook and Twitter and getting involved and being more like normal people, as well as occasionally putting their policies across, will really engage with the younger people, the youth vote, ages 18 to 25. I also think that youth political wings need to have a very large presence on Facebook. I know, for example, that the Young Nats have put a lot of time and effort into their Facebook presence, getting heaps of engagement in a lot of their posts. In order to get more youth out there voting, I think that campus visits would be a really, really good opportunity for politicians to take, because I know Jacinda Ardern was at university a few times leading up to the election. The university itself putting on political events and inviting politicians to come and talk to students is also a really good idea. I know that the University of Auckland did a politics week where they had a representative from all of the parties coming along to have debates. They had shadows, the student bar, they had people debating in there against other students and the youth wings as well.